Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel Leela WebDev. Today we will dive into the Unix path system, a super important concept for anyone working with Linux, macOS, or even the Node.js also. So let's try to learn in this video how you will be navigating to the directories in a terminal or coding with the paths. These all the things you'll try to do it. So we will cover about the slashes, dots, absolute path, and also the relative path, and even explore the Node.js path module also. So let's try to see one by one. So now, first of all, so we will be having three important things you need to understand. So one is first of all, let's talk about the slash in the Unix. So here, if you try to understand, first of all is the slash in the Unix. What is this represents? Slash in the Unix has two important key roles. The first one is it represents the root directory. Okay, so the first one is it represents the root directory, and the next one is, so that is the root directory is nothing but the topmost level file system where everything begins. So this is the topmost level of your file system. And the another two, so the another role which it will place is it acts as a separator. So whenever you want to divide the directories as you move through the file system, so then we will be using also the slash. So then something like slash users slash Leela. So here it represents the directory separator slash. So we will be using in the Unix style based system the forward slash. In the Windows style we will be using the backslash. So fine, that is a different thing. So for example, if you want to navigate from root to a folder means called desktop, so inside a username Leela, for example, let's go to our terminal. So if you want to go to the root file means, so if you try to type cd slash, then you are in the topmost. So if you try to go cd slot dot, so you will not go it anywhere. So this is the final one. So this is the final one. So here you'll be able to see it. So clear. So if you try to, so this is the server. So if you try to present working directory, so that is also a slash only. So this is the topmost root level. Now from here onwards, if you want to go anywhere means, so you can type the ls. So here you will be able to see it. So for example, if you want to go it from here, so you can go cd slash users. So like this, you can go wherever you want it. So that is the thing. So now each slash, so here if I want to go cd slash users, slash users slash Leela slash desktop, so I can go it like this. So if I try to group present working directory, so from the root path, from the topmost level root path, so here I am using the users Leela and desktop. So here I am there in this one. So that is the thing. So each slash separates one level from the next. It's like a roadmap for your files. On Windows, I already told you path uses the backslash, but today we will be focusing only on the Unix, where it is always we will be using the forward slash only. This slash is critical for navigating and writing paths correctly. So keep it in mind as we move forward. So fine. So now we have understood about the slash. So this represents the topmost level root path, and also it represents the directory separator also. So if you want to separate the folder structure, so it will be also use it for this one. So the next section which I want you to remember is the dot. So this is also one of the important things, the dot. So this is the place where people will get confused. So the next what we will try to draw is a dot. In Unix, a single dot always refers to your current directory. So wherever you are having the current directory, so the place where you are staying, so that is represented by using the dot. Okay, the current directory. So wherever you are in the file system, typing dot means right here we are. For example, if I am in the slash home slash Leela, and if I type ls to list the files, that's the same as is dot, because I am listing the contents of my directory. So for example, let's say that I will try to show you. So here let's go to our terminal. If I try to type cd dot, so here that is the place where I am there. Okay, so here ls dot, if I try to do it, so here the place where we are able to, so right now in the desktop I don't have anything. So let's move on to one step forward. So this is my home directory. Okay, so now here this is my home directory. So here I am having the desktop application documents, everything I am having it. So now the present working directory is the user slash Leela. So if I try to do ls dot means, so here the list of all the directories or the files whichever is available in that current directory you will be able to see. For example, if I am in the slash code, so if I am in the slash code, so here, so if I am in the slash code, so if I try to do the present working directories user slash Leela slash code, so if I type here ls dot, here the dot representation will be different. So here dot represents to the current directory, that is nothing but the present working directory, that is nothing but the user slash leela dot. So if I type ls dot, so here you will be able to see the other type of files. So that means the place where you are represents the dot. So that is nothing but the current working directory. Okay. So that is one to say. So let's say that in this user directory, so for example, let's say that here I am having, so from this current directory, you want to go into a subdirectory slash local. So for example, let's say that I want to go into this node.js. So what I can do here, so I can do in such a way that cd space, okay, dot slash, I can go to the node.js. So like this I can do it. So dot represents the current working directory. So slash represents the directory separator. So that is the thing. Super simple. So now the next one which I want to explain you is the dot dot. So two dots I want to explain you. That is nothing but, so this is two dots means the parent directory. So right now you are in particular current directory. So two dots, if you tell me, it represents the parent directory, the folder one level above your current location. For instance, let's say that, let's go to our terminal again. We'll try to explain. So here right now, here I am in this one, right? So if I try to do the present working directory, so let's try to do ls dot means, so here you are able to see this HTTP and all those things. So now one level up. So the parent directory, if you want to check it, means that is nothing but code. So if I want to check it, means ls dot dot means, then it will give you the one level up data. You will try to you will be able to see it. So this takes me to the, so if I try to do cd dot dot means I will go one level up. Okay, if I try to do the ls, so then also I can able to see the same data. So here dot dot, that takes me to the parent directory. So if I want to go to the place where I want to go to the parent means, so just I can use the dot dot. So that is the place where you can able to see. So that's it guys about this one all. So now we are having dot represents the current directory, dot dot represents the parent directory, and slash represents the separator or the root directory. So these three, slash, dot and dot dot, are the building blocks of the for navigating the Unix paths. Mastering this and you are the halfway there. So the next one which I want to explain you is, before closing of this one, so that is nothing but absolute and the relative paths. So this is also one of the important thing, absolute and the relative paths. So let's tackle about this absolute versus the relative paths. There are two ways to specify a location in the file system, and they are super important to understand. The first one is the absolute path. An absolute path always starts with the slash. Okay, so absolute path always starts with the slash. So if you get a path and you are able to see that when is they starting with the slash means, you can able to assume that that is an absolute path. So that is the main thing. Okay, absolute path always starts with the slash, meaning that it begins at the root directory. For example, slash folder, for example, let's say that slash folder slash test means, so here will always take you to the test folder inside the folder under the root, no matter where you are in the system. So slash folder slash root means, so this is the root directory folder slash test. So the another one which if you type cd slash folder slash test means anywhere, whether you are in the desktop or anywhere. So for example, let's say that here right now I am in this one, right? So if I try to do slash cd slash folder slash test means, whether you are wherever you are, so it will try to take it from the root folder, something like that. So it is telling that I am unable to find it. So if I try to do cd slash users means, it will go directly to there. So that is one thing. Okay, so the next one is the relative path. So a relative path on the other hand depends on your current directory. So wherever you are in the current directory, so that is the place where it defines. It starts with dot or dot dot, or sometimes just a folder name also, like test or something like that. For example, let's say that I am in the users folder, right? So let's try to do the ls. So here this one is the current working directory. So if I try to write something like cd space dot slash, so current directory, and I can use the leela. Okay, and if I go something like so wherever you want it, so code, okay, so node.js, like this I can go it directly. So here this is the node.js thing. So if I try to, so like this you can go it, or otherwise, so right now I am in the node.js, right? So if I want to go it means, so here from the current directory also you can do node.js slash unix slash, okay, unix, like this also you can go it. So now you can also go like this. So this is all, it won't work unless folder exists inside us. So here relative paths are context dependent. So that is main thing. On some Unix system, typing just test implies /test, but this isn't universal. So always use the /test or something like that for clarity. So that is the thing. So now I will try to give you something. So let's say that we are having something like folder/test. So what this path represents, whether it is an absolute or a relative path. So it's a relative path. Why? Because it doesn't start with the slash at the start. It only works with it only starts with the folder, means so in the current directory, if it only start if the folder exists, then only it will work. So that is the main thing. And let's talk about the home directory. In Unix, typing just cd. So if you try to go to our terminal, and here if you type just cd and press enter, so you will go to the tilde, your home directory. If I try to do the present working directory, see user/right, I will go in. So just typing cd with no arguments means takes you to your user's home directory /home/Leela or /user/Leela, where if I am logged in as Leela. If I am logged in as another user, means say in Mac typing cd means take me to other user. It's a shortcut to your personal space in the file system, which is super handy for navigation. For example, from anywhere I can type cd to jump to my home directory. Then create a folder like this, mkdir folder, then cd folder. So like that I can create it, and I can use the relative path, and I can use the relative absolute path. I can navigate one and the same. So these are all the different types of path that are in the Unix file system. So that's it, guys. Hope you understood about this concept. So if you have any doubts or any suggestions, please post the comments below to this video. And if you like this video, please do support me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you.